Wibda if I tell my sister that our other sister had an affair with her husband? I, 29F, have two sisters, Jess 32F and Alina 34F. Jess and Lena used to live in the same small town about 12 hours away from me, my brother, and our parents. Then Jess moved here, for better job opportunities and for more help with my niece Amy, 12. Jess hasn't even been in town for 3 months yet, and last week she went and dropped the terrible bombshell on us. Jess spent a year having sexy time with Lena's husband, Jeff, and they even had a miscarriage together in that time. Lena has absolutely no idea. Jess brought us all, me, parents, my husband, and my brother, involuntarily into her crap show by just breaking down and dumping this all on us in tears, after sending Amy off to play. Apparently she was too guilty to live with herself without getting it off her chest somehow. I have half a mind to tell her she should have just smothered, then. The family is going nuts trying to decide what to do now. We urged Jess to come clean herself to Lena, but she has flatly refused, saying that Lena is her best friend and she loves her too much to lose her friendship. And also that she feels it will break Lena's heart and destroy her family. Lena and Jeff have 4 kids together, my nieces and nephews ranging in age from 18 to 10. A big part of me feels like Lena deserves to know, no matter what. But 2 things are really giving me pause. The kids, and Lena's feelings. The kids love their dad, love their house, love their land. They'd be ripped away from all of those things in a divorce, would they not? And I worry a lot about how Lena would cope, if she knew. She's been such a devoted wife to Jeff, and she does consider Jess to be her best friend. It feels cruel, to shatter her reality like that. Jess is pretty much dead to me, over this. So is Jeff. I don't know what to do and I'm very torn. I just want to do what's best for Lena and the kids. Should I speak up, since Jess won't? Or no? I know infidelity is a sore subject when it comes to whether or not to speak up. I need help. Update, I had to go to work and then bed after posting, but I've done my best to read as many of these posts as possible. I'm really appreciative of everyone who gave their perspective and advice. The folks who'd been cheated on personally were especially eye-opening. I'd asked myself 100 times in the past week whether I should tell Lena just because I would want to know, if it were me. Lena is honestly the most forgiving and timid of the 3 of us. Always has been, and when we were growing up she'd get called a doormat. And I've always been the angry, intense one. I would definitely want to know, but a part of me truly worries that Lena won't thank us for this. It was the overwhelming response that showed me there's likely only one right answer, as painful as it's going to be. Especially what pushed me to deciding was 2 things. I don't want to be seen as siding with Jess instead of Lena, in Lena's eyes. When she finds out, I want it to be from people who love her, instead of her feeling betrayed thinking she has no one on her side. And second, the people pointing out that she's currently potentially vulnerable to STDs. I know my jerk of a sister is clean, but I don't know about Jeff, and honestly I've been so shocked over the situation that it hadn't occurred to me that he might be an even bigger POS and could be sleeping with other people. That was the final push. I don't want to hurt Lena, but I'd rather she never talk to me again than hold her hand after a herpes diagnosis or while she does of cervical cancer. Screw that. I'm meeting up with my parents and my brother on Sunday morning, and we're going to have a big talk about how to handle the situation. My dad isn't going to happy because he's terrified of how the fallout will affect Lena and the kids when she knows, but ultimately, Lena being safe matters more. I'm going to lead with the suggestion of forcing Jess' hand and making her confess, this is her fault. We don't want to tip Jeff off, so he can't try to weasel out with lies first. And honestly, the logistics of getting to Lena in person are gonna be hard, but we'll pull together and see what we can do. I'm definitely not suggesting the Zoom call. I know those suggestions were well-meaning, but if my family did that to me, I'd die of shame, so we're gonna pass on that. My goal is to have us make a plan where we deliver a watertight ultimatum with a short deadline to Jess, and then focus on what we can possibly do for Lena once she knows. If Jess refuses to ball up by the deadline, it'll probably be me and my mom telling Lena. In which case, wish me luck. Thank you again for all the help, and I'll try to update again when I have significant news.